Brihadara.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me, I will ask you some questions. Tell me, from which inscriptions we know more about Zungas?
Sunga
We talked yesterday.
inscription is, I remember Ashwamedha.
Okay. Related to Ram.
Yeah, Ayodhya inscription, it is about old Sanskrit inscription.
Yeah. It is Ayodhya inscription. Okay. Then tell me, Pushyamitra Sangha, you know Ayodhya inscriptions we talked about. Okay. Yes. You know about Malaviga Agnimitram, right? Malaviga Agnimitra written by Kalidas on the king name is Agnimitra. He is the son of Pushyamitra. Pushyamitra Sangha. Okay. Yeah. Then this is it that we were talking about. Ayodhya inscription. That is in Sanskrit. Okay. That is in Sanskrit. Okay. So, okay. Tell me about this one.
Patanjali is Sunga.
Sunga. What is the name of Patanjali's book?
Patanjali Mahabhashya is a
Mahabhashya. Okay. And who wrote the book Ashtadhyayi?
Bhasha Ashtadhyayi.
Ashtadhyayi. Ashta means 8. Adhyayi means chapter. 8 chapters. Ashtadhyayi.
Kalidas. Patanjali.
Hey, you are not doing revision, okay? Yesterday I told you, right? It's Panini.
Panini, yeah. The book is, I got it. Author is Panini.
Yes, the author is Panini. The book is Ashtadhyayi. This was later commented. This book was the Patanjali that is known as Mahabhashya. Okay. You should be very clear with these things because these things repeat, okay? Yeah. Then, yeah. Yesterday we were talking like the last lure. Okay. Now we are going to talk the story again. Okay. We reached up to this 73 BC. Okay. From 73 BC, the Sunga dynasty will be taking the backstage. Sunga dynasty, okay, is replaced by who? It is replaced by Kanva dynasty. Okay, I don't think UPSC may ask, but if UPSC want to make some, easy question, they may also ask the question to arrange the following kingdom according to their chronological order. The question will be Sunga will be there, Kanva will be there, Kushana will be there, Gupta will be there. So you should be in a position to understand the timelines. Okay, those timelines are very helpful. Whenever you are writing an answer in history, okay, if you can bring the dates and all, that is going to help you a lot. Okay, that is going to fetch you more marks. Okay, so the last Sunga ruler was Devabhuti. It was Brihadrata was the last Mauryan ruler. Okay, last Shunga ruler was Devabhuti. Devabhuti was the last Sunga ruler. He was assassinated by whom? Vasudeva Kanva. Then that led to the formation of Kanva dynasty. Okay? Understood? So first ruler of Kanva, it is Vasudeva Kanva. The last Mauryan ruler, Brihadrata. That is what we were talking. Okay. That is the last Mauryan ruler, that is Brihadrata, was assassinated by his commander-chief, that is Pushyamitra Sunga. We can say, right, history repeats itself. Can we say? Okay. This Mauryan ruler, Brihadrata, was assassinated by his commander-in-chief Pushyamitra Sunga, and that led to the establishment of Sunga dynasty. And later, this Sunga dynasty, Devabhuti, was assassinated by his commander-in-chief or maybe minister, that is Vasudeva Kanva, and Vasudeva Kanva established the Kanva dynasty. And this guy is also a bit important, Susarman. Okay, Susarman is the last Kanva ruler. We talked about Shunga, we talked about Kanva, Now we are talking about the next thing, that is the last Kanva ruler was Susarman.
Susarman.
Susarman, and Susarman was assassinated by Simuka. This guy. This is the Rocky Y. Okay, Simuka is the founder of Shatavahanas. Shatavahana dynasty. Okay, I believe you are writing a lecture note regarding the timelines, right? That we are discussing here. Okay, that is very important. Okay, in order to understand the history thoroughly, you should be like, at least you should know the time, like timelines, because history is the story about dates. Okay, it's the story about incident. So every incident occurs, right? Every incident occurs during the, like, during a time period. Okay, so you should, okay, remember the timelines of history, or else there is no point in me telling everything. Maybe you may get 1 or 2 questions correct, but in order to work your logical mind, you should be, okay, you should take some time to understand the timeline. Okay. Then yeah, we'll do that. Okay, before that, we'll just do one question. What can be the answer? What do you think? Okay, tell me the answer.
Pataliputra.
Okay, now we will discuss something very interesting. Okay, so Shatavahanas is one of the important dynasties after Mauryas and between Gupta. Okay, I will say more than Shunga or Kanva, Shatavahanas are more important. Okay, why Shatavahanas are important is because, just assume, okay, this is the modern Indian map, not the ancient Indian map. Okay, but still, to recognize India's India, this is the Indian map. This is approximately the Indian map. Okay, so this portion, it is here. That is which place? That is Patliputra. Okay, Patliputra is here. We talked about Magadha, right? Magadha. That is in your ancient Indian classes. Sir might have talked about Magadha, right?
Yes, sir.
Magadha, then comes Maurya, then comes your Shunka, then comes your Kanva. Everybody, okay, rule from here. This is the heartland. Okay, this is one of the important place. But what happened is, when Shatavahanas expanded, they shift towards this place. This is their important place. Okay, this region, this Andhra, Telangana, Orissa region, this and Karnataka places. Okay, this is like the Shatavahanas existed. Okay, this is the portions where Shatavahanas ruled. Okay, so what happened after the Kairos? Okay, this is what I was talking about, the map of Shatavahana. So if there is a question, okay, if there is a question on Shatavahanas in your mains questions, okay, question paper, it will be better if you can just draw a diagram like this. Okay, that is going to fetch you more marks. Just draw the diagram of peninsular India or maybe the complete India, and you can just mark this portion as Shatavahanas. Please mark it in your notebook. Okay, whenever I'm talking about Shatavahanas, this image should come into your face. Okay, and mostly we all know that the UPSC mostly asks questions that is of a tougher side from the chapters of ancient Indian history and medieval Indian history. If that is the case, one of the questions that UPSC can ask from the topic Shatavahanas are the phases of Shatavahanas and their respective capitals. Okay, so early Shatavahanas. Okay, you know who is the founder of Shatavahana? Early Satavahan? What? Shivaji.
No.
Then?
Shimuga.
Simuga means lion face. Sim. Okay, Simha. Simham. Singam. Singam. And the Singa thoda Sing. Okay. Simuka. Mukha means face, right? Munji. Appadida parava. Okay. So that is it. So early Satavahanas, that is the Simuga and all, they were in Paitan. Okay, where is Paitan? Paitan is this area, Nasik. That is called Pratisthana. Pratisthana is this place. Okay, the place name is Pratisthana. That is the modern day Paitan. Okay, Pratisthana. Just mark these things. Okay, this is the first capital. That is the early capital. Okay, just mark it in your, okay. Then the middle phase, okay, the middle phase, that is our Gautami Putra Shatakarni. We'll learn about these people, GPS, Gautami Putra Shatakarni, Shatakarni 1, those kinds of people are there. Okay, Shatakarni 1 basically comes under early Shatavahanas. Shatakarni is once, then comes the GPS, that is Gautami Putra Shatakarni. These people shifted the capital to Amravati. Amravati, yeah, Amravati. Okay, the older name is Dharanikota. Okay, then the later that was Junnar. Okay, I want to check where is Junnar is. Okay, and maybe yeah, it should be here only. It should be here only.
Yeah, it should not.
Yeah. Well, they are saying it is the military base against Sakas. Why? The Sakas, the Indo-Greeks, the Kushanas are from this place. You understood? Okay, we'll talk about them, but this is the place where these people are there. We are talking about the history of this place. Until now, we are talking about this phase. This is the place that we are talking about. Now, we are talking about this place. But there are some guys over here also. They are the Indo-Greeks. Okay, if you say like they are the Indo-Greeks, then comes the Sakas. Okay, then comes the Parthians. Then comes the Kushanas. Those people will be coming. We have to look about them. But it's very important that today we spend some more time on Shatavahanas, because Shatavahanas questions used to ask a lot. Okay, and one more thing. Okay, I don't know whether it's okay. I don't want to talk about that. You just text me. I'll tell you something very personally. Okay, I don't want to these kinds of statement in a recorded platform. Okay. These days, these kinds of king, you might have known what I'm meaning by this. These kinds of kings are getting more importance in the history. So the questions from these kinds of kingdoms, especially from the that Indian Hindu kind of kingdoms, can be bit more. Okay. So please give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the thing is whenever we are learning about Shatavahanas and whenever we are learning about the Indo-Greeks and all, you should be very well versed with the timelines. Okay. So until now, just try and see yourself whether you are able to remember the timelines. I think you are able to, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is it. So we were talking about Shatavahanas. We are going to talk about Shatavahanas. So you know about the capital, you know about the geography, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I will tell you something. This is what my mentor told me. My mentor told me that, Vijay, whenever you are learning history, you should be compiling the history with geography. Okay, compile the history with geography. Compile the history with economy. Okay, if you can do this, you can predict the polity and society. Polity and society. Let me ask you something. Currently, also, when we are talking about the this woman things, the atrocities against women. Or maybe the skewed sex ratio, female infanticide, okay, female homicides. Compared to southern India, it is more prevalent in northern India, right? So when we trace the history, the Shatavahanas, okay, one of the most important ruler of Shatavahanas is Gautami Putra Shatakarni. Gautami Putra Shatakarni. So you can see something now. They are tracing the lineage of mother. Right. They are tracing the lineage of Gautami. Okay, that is saying Gautami Putra Shatakarni. Right. So this is a kind of lineage tracing. When we look at the southern Indian history, most of the kingdom, especially, I should say this. Okay, if you're a sociology, what is your optional?
Maths.
Maths, okay. Oh, yeah. So you should not be worrying about these things. But the sociology optional, this is the Kerala where I belongs to. Okay. I believe currently I'm sitting here, this place. Okay. So in Kerala, what is this case is there is a kingdom called Travancore. You are aware about it, right? Travancore
Yes,
kingdom,
sir.
the Padmanabha Swami temple and not Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
these people are matrilineal. Matrilineal means they trace their lineage from the mother side. Likewise, this Shatavahanas also trace their lineage from the mother side. That is, and also there is a fictional claim that okay, what these people, that is the same Shatavahanas claims themselves that they belongs to the clan of Vishwamitra and Menaka. Okay, I will tell you something. That is Vishwamitra loved Menaka. Okay, so they are husband and wife. Not husband and wife. Not husband and wife. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. This Menaka was a Apsara. Means what do you mean by Apsara? That is a celestial being. Yeah. Apsara. Okay. Vishwamitra, Menaka and Vishwamitra loved. Okay. They made love. Then she gave birth to Shakuntala. Okay. The same Shakuntala that we are talking about, Abhignana Shakuntala, right? Okay. So that Shakuntala was born. And Shakuntala gave birth to Bharata. Bharata, okay, Bharata, okay, okay. Shatavahana used the Bharata lineage to claim ancient Kshatriya legitimacy. I told you in the beginning itself, Mauryans was one of the greatest empire of that time. Okay, they were the patrons of Buddhism, Jainism, or completely saying heterodoxical religions. Then came the guys like Shunga. Okay, they were against these kinds of Buddhism. They started to promote. Hello? Hinduism. Especially, it should be better if you can just say like Brahmanism. Okay, so Brahmanism. So what happened is, these guys, that is the Shatavahanas. Okay, the Shatavahanas, whenever a king want to be a king, he needs some legitimate people, okay, to support him, to support and appreciate the superiority, okay. So in order to support and appreciate the superiority, Shatavahanas claimed they are Kshatriyas. Understood? In order to get the legitimacy, Shatavahanas claim that they are Kshatriya clans. Okay, they belongs to the Kshatriya caste, and they told that they belongs to the clan of Bharata. Okay, so that is what I want to tell you. Okay, so now I'm just telling you these things because in the exam paper, whenever you're getting a statement, if you want, you can just post, or like you can think like this also. You should be thinking like this. What is the reason for a particular dynasty adopting a particular religion? Okay, so why Ashoka? There can be a question. Why Ashoka the Great? Okay, preached Buddhism. Okay, can I call it as a diplomacy?
Yes.
Okay, so I will tell you an history in Kerala. Okay, it is like happening in the early 90s. Okay, early 90s. There were like 3 kingdoms. Okay, there are 3 kingdoms. This is the south and this is the north Kerala. Okay, here there is Travancore is there. Okay, then the middle portion, that is Cochin is there. Cochin kingdom is there. Okay, then here comes the Samudri. The same Samudri who appreciated the Portuguese and who welcomed the Portuguese. This is the Samudri I'm talking about. So what happened is, when the king Martanda Varma is the person who established this Travancore kingdom. Okay, when Martanda Varma established Travancore kingdom, what he said is, he took the surname. Okay, he took the surname of Padmanabha Dasa. Padmanabhadasan. What it made is, Padmanabha means the Lord Vishnu, and he himself says that he is the Dasan of Padmanabha deity. Okay, so that is the kingdom is ruled by Lord Padmanabha. That is the kingdom is ruled by Lord. That is the Lord Vishnu is ruling the kingdom, and what he is doing, Martanda Varma is just a representative. So what happens by doing these things? The people over there appreciated that, okay, Martanda Varma is a great devotee, Martanda Varma is a great Bhakti saint, or kind of things are there. But what happened is, It is a diplomacy. Why? The Cochin king as well as the Samudri king, okay, these two kings, they are great, believers. Suppose you are a believer and I'm saying I am the son of God, okay, so will you do any harm to me?
No.
No. Why? Because you are afraid that the Lord may punish me, the God may punish me like that. Na? So that is the same case with these kind of things also. Why the patronages given by rulers. There will be some diplomatic things behind everything. When it comes to the Ashokan thing, after the Kalinga war, he consolidated almost the not almost 90% of the India. So then what happened is, as he consolidated 90% of the India, okay, as he consolidated 90% of India, he understood that there is a possibility of revolution, maybe separation. So in order to, and also the possibilities of war, in order to pacify them, what he did, he preached peace. What he did, he killed a lot of people, he killed all of his enemies, he annexed all the nations, he consolidated his power, then he preached peace. Peace, peace, peace. This is it. Understood?
Yes.
Yeah. So likewise, okay, Shatavahanas, okay, where we were starting? Okay, we were talking about the Shatavahanas, okay. So Shatavahanas supported Brahmins, okay, Brahmins. Why they supported the Brahmins? Okay, it's Brahmins. In Malayalam, they are called Brahmanas, okay, we are Brahmins, okay. So why Satavahana supported Brahmins? Very simple. They
need this Brahmana guide or their support.
Sorry?
The Brahmana believe they are the highest in the society, so they preached.
Yeah, maybe like that. The history is all of maybes. It is not yes or no. Histories are maybe, most of the time it should be maybes only. We can just assume only. We can say that, okay, Satavahanas want to rule. Okay, they claim themselves as Kshatriyas. Okay, they need the support of Brahmins. So Satavahanas promoted what? Brahmanism. Okay. So when Brahmins, what happened? Shatavahanas are among the earliest to issue land grants to Brahmins. You know what do you mean by the land grants? What is the speciality of a land grant?
Granting or gifting the land to the Brahmins.
Yep. Okay, and also the lands will be there. There will be houses. There will be agricultural activities. You should be knowing something. By land grant, it is not just gifting land. It is like, for example, this is the land I gifted. I am a Shatakarna. Okay. My name is Sankida Putra Vijay. Sankida Putra Vijay is I am a Shatakarna ruler. Okay. My name is Sankida Putra Vijay. So if that is the case, what happened is, when somebody, okay, I gave land grant to some Brahmanas. There will be small houses. Okay. There will be some agricultural land over here and there. There will be some farming activities, there will be some other activities like fishing. Okay, other things will be there. There will be some traders will be settled over here. So if this land is gifted for me, if the land is gifted for any Brahmin, okay, they have the right to collect the tax. You understood?
Yes, sir.
So that is why land grants are considered one of the noble things to be gifting. Okay, because it gives them a recurring income. Instead of just mere donation, it is like a recurring income. When this thing continues, till the Mansabdari and Jagirdari system of Mughals. Okay, so we can trace the starting of land grants from the Satavahanas. It is continuing till the reign of Mughals. Okay, and one of the reasons for the fall of Mughals, okay, was the Jagirdari crisis that we will discuss in the modern Indian history. Okay, so that is why I have just mentioned this thing, that is the land grant thing. That is, Satavahanas are among the earliest to issue land grants, agraharas. உனக்கு தெரியும் இல்லையா அந்த தமிழ்ல அக்ரஹாரம் சொன்னா என்னன்னு உனக்கு தெரியும் இல்லையா அந்த அக்ரஹாரம் தான் இந்த அக்ரஹாரம் ஓகே யா so that's the same agrahara that is in Tamil also agrahara means the places where these Brahmins live. Yeah so land grants okay so so I told you in the beginning itself that they supported Brahmins okay they supported Brahmins that in okay they supported Brahmins okay and that can be by which we can say something right there existed Varna system okay if there is Brahmin and any particular kingdom is patronizing Brahmins that means they will be the top hierarchy then comes the Kshatriyas then comes the Vaishyas then comes the Shudras so these things okay patronizing a particular Varna will lead to the emergence and flourishing of Varna system in that particular kingdom. So we can say that there existed what? Socially we can say that there existed Varna system. Are you clear about this thing? Varna yes, system or maybe caste system. Okay? Yeah. Yes, then I told you, right? So in history, nobody have told me this thing. But what I found is, if you can just incorporate diagrams while you read something, that you can memorize thing in a great way. So I told you, this is the portions where the Shakas are there. Okay, this is the portions where Shakas are existing, and this is our boys' place. That is Shatavahana's place. So every time they used to have fight. Okay, they used to have fight every time. So why these Shatavahanas always fight with Shakas? The main reason was to control the golden zone, that is the western Indian trade belt. The western, that is like control of coastal trade. You know, right? At that time, the coastal ports were very famous. Even now also, I can give you a trick that sometimes UPC may ask some place name, okay, like Pompur, Chittur, Mussooris kind of thing, okay. If there is an option called port, okay, ancient port, just mark it correct, okay, because there existed a lot of ports, and the ports are very important for our history because ports attract traders, okay, traders from all over the world, and that led to the colonialization of Indian kingdoms on continent, okay. So we know here existed Sagas, here is the border of Satavahanas, so they fighted for this particular area, okay, and also to control the coastal trade, okay, the west coast, this is the west coast, okay, right, which is the sea over here?
Sea. Bay of Arabian Sea.
Yeah. And you know this place, Kerala?
Yes, sir.
Which is the place? That is Mussooris. It's a first port. Okay, one of the first ports. Okay, ancient ports. Okay, the coast. Okay, the west coast. Okay, the ancient ports like Bharuch, Sopara, Kalyan. Do one thing. Just mention these names in your notes. Just mark like ports during the reign of who? Shatavahanas. Yeah, okay. Sopara, Kalyan. See, I told you, right? The region was the gateway for Indo-Roman trade. Okay, Indo-Roman trade. We talked about yesterday, right? Yavanapriya. Yavanapriya, that is favorites of Yavanas. Who is Yavanas? Yavanas are Greeks. Okay, so this is the Greeks, but we are talking about Roman trade. Likewise, this Indo-Roman trade was with the gateway of this western coast. Okay, then transit taxes. What do you mean by transit taxes?
Transport, exchange of goods.
Yeah. Transit taxes are not only that. Suppose there is suppose this is the India. Sorry. Yeah. So this is India, this is the coast, okay, and this is Africa. Okay, the goods from Africa need to be transported to China. Okay, if it is how to transit, this is the way they should be going, right? Okay, in the meantime, they will stay here to take some rest. At that time, they need to pay the taxes. That is called the transit tax. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Then Roman gold. Okay, you know what? You should be just mentioning these things. So, when you're writing a mains answer regarding Satavahanas, if you can just bring these kind of things, or when you're writing an answer on Shakas, if you can bring these kinds of detailed things, no, you will be getting great marks. Okay. So simple. Shakas was controlling which all things? They are controlling the Baruch, Sopara, and Kalyan. Okay. Shatavahanas wanted it. So they are in conflict. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Then, 1 second. Yeah, then the Konkan and Nasik were Nahapanna. Don't have to remember this name, but Nahapanna is a Shaka ruler. Nahapanna took over the Satavahana territories in Konkan and Nasik. Okay, this triggered Kaudami Putra Satakarni to launch a massive campaign and defeat Nahapanna. Even after that, later Shaka's ruler tried to regain lost land. Later Satakarni rulers tried to reassert the control. That means every time, tit for tat. They are fighting, we are fighting. They control, we control. They took this place, we captured it from them. So this is a constant struggle is happening there. So that is what I was talking about. So when we talk about the Satavahanas, when we start from the earlier things, the identity, they are also called Andhras in Puranas. You know Puranas? There is Vayu Puranas, right? Matsya Puranas. These Puranas are one of the sources of information regarding the Satavahanas. Okay? If that is the case, tell me what is the source of information about Shunga?
Inscription, Ayodhya inscription.
Ayodhya inscription is one of them. Very good. Okay? So, and just a detailed about, so these kind of things, no? These kinds of things can be used as an introduction in the questions regarding the Satavahanas. Okay? The Satavahanas, okay? They ruled from 1st century BC to 3rd century CE. Okay? They are also called Andhras, okay? In Purana, especially Vayu Purana, okay? Then they ruled large parts of Deccan, okay? This is the Deccan, okay? This is the Deccan. Central India, and Andhra Maharashtra region, this place. This is like they used to do, okay?
Yes.
I told you in the beginning, right? Initially, everybody want to be in Patliputra, this kind of things, okay? Putra places. But Satavahanas established the kingdoms in Deccan after Mauryans. Understood?
Yes.
Are you sure? You understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, we talk from the fall of Mauryan. What is the timeline? Shunga timeline, just bolo.
Shunga 185 to 73.
185 to 73. Then comes your Kanva.
And 73 to 20 something.
Just check. Real fast.
28
28. BC or CE?
BC.
BCE. Okay. Then comes your Satvahana. Time period?
Time period 28 to. We didn't discuss about that time period.
No, I discussed. You are not listening. This is what I discussed. 1st century BC
to 3rd century BC.
1st century to 3rd century BC. Okay. By this time, this is the time I talked about the Western things. These people, the Indo-Greeks were there. The Shakas, Parthians are just coming. Okay, we'll talk about them. But before that, we'll just talk more about the Shatavahanas. We'll finish Shatavahanas today. Okay, we'll have 15 more minutes. We'll just finish the Shatavahanas today. Okay. So, first and foremost thing, Simuga is the founder. This can be a potential question. They will say Gaudami Putra Shatakarni or Vasishta Putra Pulamavi, kind of things are there. Okay, these people are there. they will just easily change the name and they say they are the founders. Okay, but Shimuga is the founder.
Yes.
Okay, so Shimuga's beta, that is Satakarni 1. This is not GPS. GPS is Gautami Putra Shatakarni. This guy is the Ashoka of Shatavahana. Okay, this GPS. So this is Shimuga. Shimuga got a beta, and that beta's name is Saragarni 1. Okay. Okay. So this is the timeline. Shimuga is there. Kanha is there. Satakarni 1. Shatakarni 2. Shiva. So you don't have to learn everything.
Okay.
I'm just giving you the timeline. Just know it. You don't have to remember everything. Okay. What you have to remember is very simple. That is from 100. Okay, BCE. Okay, to what is it? 1 second. Oh yeah, it's not 1 BC. Okay, we missed it. I forgot this one. 1st century BC. Okay, I said like 1 BC. Okay, it should be 1 century BC to 300 BC, right? 1 second. Yeah, 3rd century. 300 BC. Okay.
Yes,
So,
sir.
no, not BC. This is CE. Common era. You know the difference, right?
Yes, sir.
The Christ is here. So the more closer we are, the closer will be date. From here, the more far will be the date. Okay. Before that and after that. That was much easier than this BC and CE. Some people will have some issues with that. Okay. So I told you that there were some inscriptions regarding the Shungas. Likewise, there are two very important inscriptions related in the lives of, or in the kingdom of Satavahanas. You will see two inscription. One is Nanaghat. Okay, one is the Nanaghat. 1 second. Naneghat, not Nanaghat. It's Naneghat. Okay. Yeah. Then one is Naneghat. One is Nasik. Yes, Nasik and Naneghat. Naneghat inscription. The other is
Nasik.
Nasik is regarding Gautami Putra Shatakarni. Okay, Gautami Putra Shatakarni. The Nasik is related to Gautami Putra Shatakarni. Okay, so this is the Nanekad inscription, dated to 70 century to 60 century BC. 70 to 60 century BC. It mentions the reigning king Shatakarni 1. Okay, you should know this. This is commissioned, or maybe this is built by his queen Nakanika. Okay, you don't have to remember it. Just remember it like that. There was Shatakarni 1 was there. His inscription was in Nanekat. Okay, you say like this. Okay, what do you call an older person? You call it Nana, right?
Yes,
Hey
sir.
Nana. So we can say the older one. That is Shatakarni 1. That is Nanekat.
Naked.
Okay, Nanekat, the older one. It is by the queen. Okay, you just remember it like this. Our grandfather and grandmother are very are in love every time. So we can say like in Nanegar inscription, it is the queen Nakanika who build this thing like Satakarni is mentioning the reigning times of Shatakarni 1. Okay, so Shatakarni 1 is the empire's 3rd king. He ruled between 70 to 60 century BC. He grew his empire through military conquest. Very general things. Okay, in every you won't see any kingdom. You won't see any kingdom in India or anywhere in the world which grew due to tolerance. Everything is due to military conquest. So this is a general statement. Okay, you can write it in any answer that you're writing. He grew his empire through military conquest. That is, you take the Ashoka grew his empire through military, right? You take about some Gupta, you take the reign of Shivaji, you talk about Akbar. Okay, whoever it is, everybody, okay, everybody grew their empire through military conquest. Okay, so then Satakarni I conquered Kalinka after Karavela died. Okay, don't have to, just remember it. That there was a Karavela was dead, no? Kalinka. You know where Kalinka is?
Kalinga
Present day?
in Bihar side.
No, this is it.
Okay.
Odisha.
Odisha.
Okay. Odisha. Odisha. Here the Ashoka did the Kalinga war. Okay. Then after Ashoka, Satakarni I came. He captured Kalinga. Conquered after the death of Karavela. Karavelas are the kings of Kalinga. Okay. Then he pushed Shunkas back in. There are Shunkas. I told you, right? Shunkas were growing here and there. So what they did is, right? One more thing. Don't confuse. Okay. I want to sneeze. That's why I stopped. Okay. The Shunkas, like when we say the ruler died, they established. You should not think like the entire dynasty is exhausted.
Yes.
Right. There are like few areas where they will be prominent. Okay. Likewise, the Shunkas. Okay. The Shunkas, not Shakas. Okay. The Shunkas. He pushed Shunkas back in Patliputra. He conquered and ruled Madhya Pradesh. Okay. I don't need to remember this thing. After annexing the Godavari. Okay. This is it. Very important. Very, very important. There will be a question. This king, after annexing the Godavari Valley, earned the title Lord of Dakshinapata. Dakshinapata. Who is the king? There will be GPS will be 1. The second will be Satakarni 1. 3 will be Ashoka. 4 will be some Krishnadevaraya. Okay?
Yes.
Please write. This is the Lord of Dakshinapata. Dakshinapata, you know what is the meaning of Dakshinapata?
Dakshina means getting a blessing from the
No.
Dakshinapada.
Dakshin. Purva
Dakshina
means
means giving. Dakshin.
that is there. I'm talking about Sanskrit, not Tamil or Malayalam. In Malayalam also, when we say about Dakshina, it is like taking something, you are offering something to the people who are just blessing you. That is Dakshina. Okay. So what you have to do, Dakshin means what? Dakshinapada, Purvapada, Uttarapada, Purvanjal Hills. You know what is Purvanjal Hills?
Yes, sir. Purvanchal.
Where is it?
Purvanchal. Near Andhra.
Purvanchal near Andhra?
Purvanchal.
Okay, no worries. See, when we say Dakshin, Dakshina means, Dakshinapada means southern direction. Okay? Dakshin means south. Dakshinapada means way.
Way.
Okay, then southern way. Okay, so you read it again. After annexing the Godavari Valley, where is Godavari Valley? This is the Godavari Valley. After annexing the Godavari Valley, our Satakarni I, sir, he earned the title of Lord of Dakshinapata. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is, he is the Lord of the southern ways, path. That is what we are saying. Okay. His wife's name is Nayanika. Okay, she created the inscription in Nanaikat. Okay, so you can say, maybe there can be also a tough question if they want to ask. They will ask like, Shatakarni one is known as the Dakshinapatapati, is mentioned in which inscription? It is in Nanaikat. Okay, just do one thing. Whenever a question is on Satakarni one, somewhere try to write about Nanaikat inscription, which is created by his, which is penned by his wife, that is Nayanika. Okay, yeah, there is a 2021 question.
Sadavagana.
Yeah. 2021 question. What is the specialty of 21 question? 21 plus 5, that is 2026. The probability of this question asking here is very high. Okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So this was a question in like a mains question. Okay? You do one thing, you just take this question down. Okay, and also screenshot this answer also. The screen is visible, right? So you
Yes,
can just
sir.
take the screenshot. Take the screenshot of this answer also.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yeah.
So do one thing, you have to read it, okay? You have to, like whoever watching this lecture, please take this question and read the answers. If you want, again go to ChatGPT, post it there, try to come up with an answer, okay? Try to get an answer, try to get maximum content on this particular question. And once you are done, take a timer of like 7 minutes, try to write an answer. Then submit to me, I will get it, you can get it evaluated, okay?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, then who all we talked? We talked about Sibunga, we talked about Satakarni one, okay? Now we are going to talk about Hala, okay?
Hala.
Okay, the one more thing is like Hala is not a king, okay? Hala. Okay, 1 second. Yes, okay, just wait for Hala. We'll just do the Kaudami Putra Satakarni because it is much important than Hala. Okay, we'll finish it and we can just finish the Satavahanas today itself. Okay, so Gautami Putra Satakarni. Okay, the empire maker. The empire maker. Who is known as the Dakshinapatapati?
Sir?
Dakshinapatapati, he is who?
Satakarni one.
Satakarni one. Okay. Then this is the title of GPS, Gautami Putra Satakarni. Eka Brahmana, Kshatriya, Kuladharma, Pratisthapaka. Okay, this AK should be here. Dakshina Kulapati, like that we say, like, no.
Yeah.
The meaning is restorer of Brahmana and Kshatriya order. Eka Brahmana, Kshatriya Kuladharma, Pratisthapaka. Okay, so he is the owner of the title Ek Brahmana. Ek Brahmana. Ek Brahmana. Okay, yeah. Gautami Putra Satakarni. Gautami Putra, 1 second. Yeah. Gautami Putra Satakarni, the greatest Shatavahana king. Okay, reign 106-1030. Just remember this. There can be a question on GPS. Okay, you can just introduce your answer with this kind of dates. That's going to be very good. Okay, consider most powerful and celebrated Shatavahana ruler. Okay, son of Gautami Balasri. Okay, Gautami Balasri. Gautami Balasri is the mother of Gautami Putra Satakarni. Okay, so this is his Gautami Putra. That is why the Gautami Putra, son of Gautami. So Gautami Putra. Son of Gautami Putra Satakarni. That is the son of Gautami. One of the greatest achievement. I told you, these guys are here. Shakus, the Shakus are here. Tatus are here. Okay, GPS did what? He defeated Shakus. Okay, so Gautami Putra defeated the powerful Western Chatrapa ruler. Chatrapa ruler. It's very difficult for me to pronounce. It's Chatrap. Western Shatraps is there. Okay, they are the Shakas. Okay, Western Shatraps ruler Nahapanna. Okay, and he reclaimed Nasik, Konkan, Kalyan, Malwa region. So, how can you use these particular things in your answer? Whenever there is a question on trade of GPS, that is Gautami Putra Satakarni or maybe Shatavahanas, you can just bring the names of these ports. These ports are the ports that we were talking about in the beginning. You understood, right? The Western coast. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then, so Nasik Prasasti, we talked about Nanegat Prasakti, right? Prasasti means appreciation. Okay, that is inscription. Okay, so for our Nana, our Nayana, that is his wife, Satakarni is one, his wife will the Nanegat. For Gautami Putra Satakarni, his mother, Gautami Balasri, wrote the inscription. Okay, he was Ek Brahmana. Here, Dakshina Padapati. Okay. Then also this one, Shaka, Yavana, Pallava, Pahlava, Nishudhana. Nishudhana means destroyer of foreign rulers. These are the Shakas, Yavanas. Yavanas are Indo-Greeks. Pallavas, that is Pallavas. Then Nishudhana means maybe the meaning will be killer or killing. They are also Raja Raja Pratishtapaka, restorer of kingdom. Okay. It can be a question. Ek Brahmana, GPS. Shaka Yavana Pallava Nishuddha, GPS. Raja Raknya, Raja Rajya Pratisthapaka, restorer of the kingdom, GPS. Okay?
Yes.
This is in Nasik Prasasti. Okay? So, then let me check. Amaravati. Okay, every time I told you like the end, okay, the conclusion of a particular kingdom will be due to the weak successors. And one of the last strong ruler was Yajnasri Satakarni. Yajnasri Satakarni is like the Aurangzeb of Mughal. He is one of the one powerful ruler. After him, all the rulers were very weak. So what happened? Then when there is a very big kingdom, lot of small administrative units will be there. When the center kingdom is not powerful, this one will become more powerful. When it's not powerful, this will become more powerful. So they started to establish their own independent kingdoms. That lead to separatism.
Yes,
you understood what I told?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? Yeah. So right, land grants. Okay, that led to the development of feudals. Okay, then they led to feudatories. Okay, Satavahanas followed feudatory decentralization, granting lands to officials, merchants, and brahmanas. By late 2nd and 3rd century, these feudatories, that is Mahasenapati, Maharathis, Mahakalavas, became hereditary chiefs. They started, this individual kingdom started to mint their own coin, clear signs of independence. Suppose this is a country A, country B. Okay, when country B mine their own coins, they are independent instead of using A's coin, right? So this is the things. Okay. So this is what I want to talk about our Satavahanas. Okay, we are just stopping it here. Okay, we'll resume in like 1 second. Yeah, we'll resume in 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So we'll start with the economics. I will share the PDF in the group. You can just get it there from there.
Okay, sir.